recording is for the new high school instructor in the school district of Waukesha. We will be discussing your general gradebook settings. This year, the school district has pushed down gradebook settings to you, but there are some that you may still wish to personalize. Actually, you can personalize them all, but this we did not push down to teachers. When you log in, across the top of your screen, you should see the calendar that you're associated with, and it would be the 16-17 school year. If you have other schools or other calendars available to you, you simply need to click on that in order to change from one to another. Down at the bottom of your left-hand index is something called the account settings, and here is where you can really drive what shows up in your gradebook generally across all sections that you might be teaching. I have checked show active students only, and what this does is simply hides inactive students. So for students who begin the year with you but who either transfer out of your class or out of the school district, you might not want to see them on a daily basis in your gradebook. It would continue to give them assignments in your gradebook if you left this checked. And so you may want to check this box so that only active students appear in your gradebook on a regular basis. There might come a time where you would like to be able to see inactive students. You simply need to return to your account settings and uncheck the box, and then they will appear, as will their grades. I have show student picture checked, as well as use the seating chart for attendance. These two would work together if you have the student picture showing and you use a seating chart, the students' pictures will show up on the seating chart, and you can print that out and possibly provide that for a substitute teacher if necessary in order to help identify students by their picture. These settings can be changed at any time that you would like, but once you've saved them, you can now go to your gradebook settings. This is where you'll find the settings that the school district has provided to new teachers. They are general settings based on the typical usage of the gradebook in our high schools and our grading for learning principles. The two things that you need to be concerned with are the categories. And in this case, we have created a formative category for use for things like beginning of unit assessments and assignments that are daily assignments that we do not want to impact the overall weight of the grade, which is set to 0. We've created a summative category for use at end of unit assessments or end of term assessments, that for which you want weight to be afforded. And this is accounted for by 100% of the course overall grade when it's calculated. You can see that these are not grayed out, so that means that you can adjust them based on your course discussion. So if you're in a course where your course-alike teachers have decided to adjust the weighting of these two categories, you can do that here. You just simply make them both a percentage out of 100. The next thing that I'm going to review with you is the grade calculation options as they've been set up. This is set up to be a calculated grade book, which means it is averaging the students' scores across the standards into a semester grade. The in-progress grade is set to use the high school 2017 plus grading scale, and weight categories is selected. As you scroll down, you can see that the quarter progress grade is set to no calculation. That means you can only post a grade to the quarter progress, and that will happen at the quarter. And then in the semester, it too is set to a post only grading task, but it will display an in-progress grade once again based on the high school 2017 plus grading scale. If you're a new teacher to the school district of Waukesha, you can now begin adding assignments to your gradebook, since it has already been set up with the two key components for you. You can see as you pull down a standard that's associated with your course, there's a category formative and summative, and to add an assignment, you simply click Add. And you need to give the assignment a name, an abbreviation, assign the date that it's assigned, give it a due date. You can make it inactive in the portal. It defaults to being active and in the portal, which means it calculates towards the student's overall grade, and it can be viewed by the students or parents in the portal. You can give the assignment a description. You can insert using the WYSIWYG editor links out to Google documents and other items. You can put notes in that are specifically just for yourself. You can upload files. You would want to attach it to a standard, and you're going to select marks after choosing your category. And the marks that you're going to choose are going to be the high school A/B marks .17, and you're going to give total points of 100 and click Save. Once you see that assignment show up in the gradebook, you can add scores to it in the gradebook.